Fams, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm going to go over some interesting orders that I recently received. I sold my first edition card, so we're going to take a look at that. But if you're new to my channel, I make videos about buying and selling Pokemon cards and just Pokemon topics in general. So consider subscribing, press the like button if you haven't. I'm also going to be overlaying some footage of me processing cards, so that way we have something to look at instead of just me talking. So let's get started. All right, guys, I'm going to start with some updates. So recently, as I've mentioned on the channel, I've lowered the prices of a lot of my lower end cards. On Friday, there was a TCGPlayer special going on. I got flooded with orders, and I'm still trying to process a lot of those orders that I've got since Friday. So I got like over 100 orders. I processed like 30, 40 a day. And I've been good about sending them out within the 48 hours. There has been one or two that I'm like in the middle of sending it out, and then I get an email notification to send it out, because TCGPlayer will send you an email if you don't send it out. And if you don't send it out, then the buyer can also choose to have it escalated, the order, and then you really have to send it out, or otherwise TCGPlayer will get mad at you. Anyways, a little bit of the workings there. So I've been processing a lot of orders, and I've been slowing down on listing because I've been processing orders, so I haven't had too much time to list. But some of the orders that I want to go over right now that I've seen that are interesting. The first one is I had an order for Charmander from Pokemon Go, non-holo, just basic Charmander, 36 of them though. And this tests my theory of, is 15 cents per card worth it? And in this case, it definitely shows that it is, because that is the bare minimum that I'll send out a card. And it turned out to be like $5.50 or so. So when something like that happens, I have to pay for shipping and also get TCGPlayer takes a fee from it, right? 18% or so. So after all the fees, after the shipping, and after what I paid for the card, 36 cards, I paid for like a cent each, sometimes less than a cent, so 36 cents. I'm still making like $2 or $3 for the order. The whole thing about this though is you want to make sure that you know how to ship large amount of cards in a single plain envelope. Because if you don't, then this will actually cost you more, right? So what I did for this one is I ended up putting them in 3 piles of like 11 or 12, and then spread it out because it can't be too thick in the envelope. I'm gonna try to release a video of how I process, how I go about processing my orders soon. Hopefully, like I've been saying though, I've just been dealing with orders, been flooded, so. Once I have more time, hope to release that type of video and other videos that you guys have requested. Let me know in the comments of this one what other type of videos you want to see. And another order that I've been receiving, and this one is such a blessing. These are Cosmos Holo Energies, and these I've bought for holo prices. Fams are selling to me as holo prices, which I guess they are holo cards, but they do have a little bit more value than your normal holo. I paid 3 cents for these cards. I'm selling them for 90 cents or sometimes 99 cents, $1, right? And they do sell, and sometimes they sell like 6, 12 of them. I have this order here for 6 of them for $5 or so, and I paid 3 cents each, right? So like less than 20 cents. So that's been such a big blessing. I'm going to continue to buy holos and all of them just because of, you never know what you can find. Also prize cards. I was so lucky of this one lot that had a lot of them, non-holo, holo, and some of the holo ones are really cool looking. Besides the stamp, they also have like the Cosmos effect. So that's been awesome. I like to see that those been moving. It's my first time selling those, so it was a question mark for me. And another thing that I was impressed about is that the mini tints sold. I did decrease the price of that for a bit because I wanted to get rid of it. But they sold for $82, which I think is good because it's definitely worth it to ship. I'm gonna probably pay like $10 or so to ship that. And I shipped it before in a medium flat rate, and I could have done this, could do that for this one, but that's like $14. I think I can ship it a little bit cheaper if I find a box that fits closer. If there was like an ETB and that, then I would go with the medium flat rate, because then weight is going to make a big difference. If you guys don't know, with the medium flat rate, weight doesn't matter. So if it starts to get a little bit bigger than a little box, then I start to use the medium flat rate. And packs, selling packs has been interesting. I've had also some orders for the sealed packs. I just listed them on TCGPlayer. Sometimes someone would buy 2 packs, and that doesn't make it worth it at all to put it in a package, because 2 packs is like $4.50, $5 or so, and that would be as much as the package would be to ship it in a package. So what I'm gonna do is ship them in envelopes. And I have a good idea. I'm gonna put some of the flexible top loader, just put one in a flexible top loader. I can fit probably like up to 2 in an envelope, so I can send 2 packs out for $1 instead of a package would be like $4.50, right? So that's why I ended up listing them. And I did get an order that made the selling packs really worth it. I got an order for 36 packs, which I can just put them all. In that case, I would put them in a flat rate bubble mailer, so the package weight doesn't matter. And a bubble mailer makes a lot of sense for packs. So I'll package those up. I'm glad that someone bought a bunch of them, and it wasn't just 2 here, 2 there. Some people bought 5, which makes it somewhat worth it. But I honestly rather have them be either 2 or a lot, because 5 is like, okay, I'm gonna have to send it out in a package, and it'll be somewhat worth it, not too much. So that's a bit about the sealed stuff orders that I've been receiving, and my first edition order. So a couple of videos ago, I mentioned that I was going to start listing some of my first edition cards. To mainly see how it moves in the market, to see if I'm gonna have to sit on it for a while to move some of these cards, because if I do end up wanting to buy them to flip them, I need to know how long I can expect to sell them. So it's really for that experience of it, although I can always use the money, right? Buying more lots. And I have this order that bought a bunch of them. They bought, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys on the screen, but pretty much a Venusaur from base set, hollow, light plate. I didn't have a picture for this one, but I did have a picture for some of the other ones. First edition Gym Heroes. And let me see if I have this. I'll put I'll put an image, but yeah, first edition cards. And they ended up being some of the lower end ones I did list. First edition hollow Blastoids, Shadowless Charizard, first edition Venusaur, right? So those were like in the thousands, and then these were like less than hundreds. Like the Venusaur was like the most expensive one, $66. It's still a big order. Came out to $200 or so that I'll have to fulfill. So that's been interesting. I'm seeing some of the, not the highest end, but some of the lower end first edition cards. So that's good to know. If in the future I can safely, confidently say that I can sell those in relatively short amount of time. And I've had opportunities and just been looking around different chances that I could take for some of the higher end ones, like my Shadowless Charizard and first edition Blastoids. Some of the Facebook groups that I'm part of, and some of Discords, things like that. I see people offer to buy high cards. They're looking for cards to grade, but I would be taking kind of a little bit of a, well, not of a loss, but wouldn't get as much as I could if I sold it like on TCGPlayer. So I'm holding off on having these cards sell on TCGPlayer, but if they don't in relatively low amount of time, I will try these other avenues so that I can get a good understanding and gauge of what I can expect to get from flipping these cards. All right, fams. So those are some of the orders that I've been dealing with so far. And recently, besides that, I just been filling a lot of 151 orders, like a lot, like half of all my orders are 151 reverses mainly. I did post some higher end ones that I found as the Zapdos Illustrative Rare, like going back into one of these binders looking for promos. I don't know how, but I completely missed this one. So I listed that one. I sold Illustrated Rare Blastoids. That was awesome. So 151, still good. But I remember I'm stopping buying and just trying to sell. All right, fams, that's what I'm going to leave you guys off with in this video. I might just continue showing you guys vintage, me processing vintage, because I need to process a lot, and I like to show you guys. Maybe you guys, hopefully you guys like to see it. All right, drop a like if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.